You clicked on this video for one of three reasons. You want to know how to lose weight, or you want to know what a deficit is, or you want to know what cutting is. They're all extremely similar, and this is Fitness Lock, and my name is Asad, and I'm going to explain what, how, and why you should do these. Okay, I'm going to start by explaining what a cutting diet is, and while explaining that, you start to understand how to lose weight and what a calorie deficit is as a whole. And you might hear it as a caloric deficit, which is the same thing, just a different word, caloric. So a cutting diet is where you eat less than what you spend. So if I'm burning a certain amount of calories, I'll be eating less than that. It doesn't matter how much, but I'll be eating less. Now, there are obvious reasons why you should cut, like you're overweight. There's health benefits at a certain healthy body fat percentage, but there's also other reasons, like why I'm doing it personally. I'm doing this because I'm trying to become an athlete in football, so I want to be leaner so that I have less weight on me that is unnecessary. That's why you also see that my upper body isn't that defined. So now you're wondering, how do I do this way of losing fat where all I have to do is watch where I eat and not eat too many calories? What do I have to do to find out how many calories I should eat? Is there certain types of food, magic food that I should avoid? Well, there's no magic food, but there is certain foods you should avoid. But if you eat them, you're going to eat them, but you have to eat very little, like very fatty, creamy milks. They're very high in calorie. And then cheesecakes, if you have them, you can have like 2 bites and done. You're 2,000 calories in at some areas. So there's not certain foods that you can't eat. It's just not the smarter choice. So let me actually explain how to find out how much calories you're actually burning per day. There's 3 different methods. One of them is the easiest, the one I wish I could do but I can't, is by an Apple Watch. An Apple Watch is a certain way where it can tell you how many calories you're burning in that day, and then you can most probably find out how much calories you're burning in a span of time, and then you can just average it out for how much calories you're burning, and then you can put the deficit in that, and that I think would be pretty accurate. And then the second way is an estimate by websites on Safari and Google, where all you to do is tell them your weight, your height, your activity level, and then some other information. It's like nothing personal, just things that they would need to know, and then it will tell you an estimate how much calories you're burning. And the third is by, I know Greg Doucette recommends this, is by trial and error. You eat a certain amount of calories, see if you keep the same weight or you lose weight, and then once you know that, you can see your actual maintenance and then change your deficit for your goals. So let's say you start eating 2,000 calories a day, and then you find out that you're losing a pound of fat a week, and then that means you have maintenance of 2,500 calories, because if you're losing a pound, that's in a week, that's 3,500 calories that you're losing a week, and then that goes into divided by 7, that's 500 calories a week. So that means your maintenance is 2,500. And using that, you can make it a smaller or a bigger deficit depending on how fast you want to lose weight. And one thing you want to keep in consideration is that when you have a bigger deficit, you're going to keep less muscle retention, and then you'll end up also losing some water weight, and that is completely normal. But bigger deficit means more muscle loss too. So you just want to keep that in mind and not deficit too hard, especially if you're a bodybuilder.